Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Running it to the right. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Connors. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly complete.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Houston.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he tacks on the extra point. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Bringing the heat. They're working that left side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Creates a little space. Past the first down marker and still running. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Broussard. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hauls it in. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to do.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Using the quick game. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Across the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll give it to him again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Quarterback adapting. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Pulls it in, it's Sanford. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw again. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap, it's Thomas. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding free.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars! He'll try to tack on one more.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Arizona runs out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He'll pull it down and turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
A shot toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching him. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with the lone back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
And the Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to...
There he goes! Smashes ahead. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
To throw, it's Fifita. Back open in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. He's got the tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's.
Touchdown, Arizona. They take the lead with the 6.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense working from the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Makes the grab. It's Broussard. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He smashes his way through again. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands. Let him do the rest.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They'll send out the kicker here. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Wegman. It's complete. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off play action on first down. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They make the tackle, and he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And, guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And they will score! Touchdown, Houston! The extra point here would tie the game.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burnett. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Oh, he's got some space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Arizona comes out with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now they take the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas is currently up big right now. So much so, feels like we can hear Pig Sooie inside our studio. They're up by 22 over Texas A&M. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarter...
Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Toss sweep to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Field goal is good, game is tied, and how about a little drama, guys? And here's the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Olsen. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Snagged out of the air. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hunter. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From 43 yards out,